This time on Camp Outside, we take a look at the Abu Garcia Max STX fishing reel. This is a pretty good budget-minded fishing reel for the angler who's looking to save some money but get some decent performance. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. Well, it's time for another reel review video, guys, and I love doing these reel review videos. I love getting these things in my hand and showing them to you guys and giving you kind of the pros and cons of different reels at different price points so that you can make a decision when you're buying some fishing gear what to get. And so today we're taking a look at the Abu Garcia Max STX spinning reel. And guys, I actually have two of these reels. So this is the 30 size and this is the 10 size. So it kind of gives you an idea of size, of these two different reels. This one is on a medium heavy Bass Pro Shops Tourney Special. And this one is on my light action Bass Pro Shops Micro Light travel rod that I use whenever I'm trout fishing or I need a light action travel rod. This reel goes with me. And so I actually bought this for my whitewater rafting trip in Idaho. So if you haven't ever seen that video, check it out. I'm gonna put a link right up there to days 1 and 2 of whitewater rafting the main Salmon River, where I caught my first pike minnow. I think is what I caught. I caught a pike minnow. I didn't catch any trout that trip, which was a bummer, but I had a blast. It was an amazing time. Anyway, Kevin and I digress. Let's get right into the review of the Max STX. And guys, the first thing I want to do is just talk about the reel a little bit, talk about the specs. So I really like the 30 size for medium and medium heavy, spinning rods, freshwater type spinning rods. They also have a 40 size, which is great if you want a little bit bigger of a reel. And then this 10 size is perfect for light action rods, for your panfish rigs and trout rigs and stuff like that. So let me give you the specs. So on the 10, the gear ratio is 5.2 to 1, and on the 30 it's 5.8 to 1. On the 30 size, I really like a 6.2 to 1 gear ratio, so this is getting closer. I did a review recently on the Max X, guys, so if you want to check that out, I'll put a link right up here where you can check that out. And this is a 5.1 to 1 real gear ratio, so I definitely like the 5.8 better, and getting up to the 6.2 is what I really like. The handle is reversible left-right, so depending on whether you like the reel on the left side or the right side, you can change that up. The max drag on the 10 is 6.5 pounds, and the max drag on the 30 is 14, right? So both of these reels have 6-ball bearings, so it's a 5-ball bearing and 1 roller bearing deal. So that gives a pretty smooth retrieve, guys. I like this reel in terms of a budget reel. Now, most of the time, when I'm doing a lot of hardcore fishing, especially when I'm fishing on pontoon fish, I'm fishing with reels that are at least double this price. But I gotta say that in the $50 range, which is where this reel sits, this is a pretty smooth reel compared to a lot of the other reels that I've fished in that range. A lot of them are just a little less smooth, and not that they don't perform, but I really like the smoothness in a fishing reel. That's one of the things that I look for when I'm buying a reel is how smooth is it. Let's see. So the braid capacity is on the 10 is 150 meters of 6-pound braid, and 6-pound braid is exactly what I have on here. I have the spider wire ultra cast on this one, and then on the 30 size, the braid capacity is 180 meters at 10-pound test, and that's what I have on this. This has Berkley X9 Braid in the high-vis green or high-vis yellow, whatever color that is. And I gotta say, guys, I really like both those braids. They've performed really well for me. So I'll put links down in the description below where you can pick up spider wire ultra cast or the Berkley X9. Either one works for me. I'm pretty much an equal opportunity user when it comes to braid. I have a lot of reels, spooled up with, Power Pro and others. So I pretty much buy the braid that's on sale. I've used Bass Pro Shops branded braid before. I've used Vicious braid. I've used a number of different braids, and quite honestly, whatever's on sale is typically what I go for. But I really like this Berkley X9. It's pretty smooth. So let's do a quick comparison between the Max STX and the Max X, which is the lower reel in the lineup. And I gotta say, guys, when this one is retailing at $40 and this one's retailing at $50, this is the better reel. I would always spend $10 extra and go with the Max STX over the Max X. However, this reel is often on sale for around $25 to $28. And if you can get it at that price, around 27 bucks, this is a pretty decent reel, considering you can almost buy 2 of these for 1 of these. So if you are angling on a budget, or you are buying a couple of combos for, your family to be able to fish with you or that kind of thing, being able to get 2 of these for 1 of these is a pretty good deal. And quite honestly, that's why I have 1 of these, is that this is the reel that my son fishes with when it's on one of our 2-piece rods when we're traveling. If you wanted to compare with the reel that is the next reel up in the Abu Garcia lineup, that is the Max Pro, which is this reel right here. So the Max Pro is a really nice reel, and in the 30 size, it retails for about $55. So for $5 more, is the Max Pro worth it? Well, I mean, it all depends on what your budget is, right? It is a very similar reel in that it has the same gear ratio. It has an additional ball bearing, so it goes to 7 instead of 6. Same braid capacity, that kind of thing. It's also, pretty smooth. To me, it's a toss-up, right? I don't think you could go wrong with either one of these as a budget reel. We're going to be doing a full review on this coming up, so stay tuned for that if you want a review on the Max Pro. But for $5 more, if you've got it in your budget, I always say buy what you can afford, but don't buy more than you can afford, right? If $50 is top for you in your budget, then buy the STX and be happy with it. Because remember, guys, you got to put line on it. Braid is not an inexpensive purchase. Now, you can definitely put monofilament on these guys and add line for $5, and that's fine. I fished monofilament for years. I still have rods in my arsenal that are loaded with monofilament that I use for specific reasons. And guys, I catch fish all the time on those rods. I catch fish all the time on that monofilament. So I'm not gonna steer you, I'm not gonna say you have to have braid. I'm gonna say that there are definitely some advantages to braid, which is why I fish it. But, I think that you can absolutely buy, the STX and be confident. I'm gonna load this up on a fishing rod, and we're gonna go take it outside, and we're gonna see how it fishes. So as I said before, I have this one loaded up on an old Bass Pro Shops Tourney Special. This is one of the 2-piece rods that I travel with when I'm out camping. I really like this. And these Tourney Specials have gotten a bad rap on Bass Pro's website. It seems to me that they either buy this rod expecting it to perform like an ugly stick, where they think it's an unbreakable rod, or they expect it to perform like $100 to $150 spinning rod when it's a $50 spinning rod. So it seems to me like these rods always get a poor review, and so this is one of the older versions. I think the latest Tourney Specials are like black and green. I've had this one now for, probably 15 years or so. But it's a carbon fiber rod, and so you have to be careful with these things. You can't high stick them; they snap. They're not an ugly stick where they're unbreakable. So let's go outside and see how it fishes. All right, guys, we're down on the Alafia River in Riverview, Florida. It's a great place to do some casting tests for these fishing reels. It's a hot one today. I'm already sweating. I want to thank my friends Chris and Kathy for letting me use their dock. So we are testing out the Max STX. I have it on this Bass Pro Shops Tourney Special and a medium heavy. And today we're just casting a swim bait. And I don't think we're going to catch any fish here, guys. It would be surprising to me if I hooked into something. There's stuff that cruises up and down this river, though. I mean, we might get into a jack or something, who knows. But in general, this is all just about testing the casting and retrieving. How does the line spool off the reel? How does it feel when it's retrieving, that kind of thing. And if we catch a fish, that's a bonus. So here we go with our first cast. And I got to be a little careful because I got a boat behind me. So I can't just really, pull her back and let her fly. But line came off this reel really great on the first cast, guys. And it feels nice and smooth in terms of the retrieve. I think I'm going to be really happy with this reel. Feels really good. And man, would I love for something to just blow up on that swim bait right now. But typically, if you're gonna fish in August in Florida, man, you've gotta be up before the sun. And obviously, if I'm fishing in the dark, it's hard to record video. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can catch some more of the reel. Nice smooth retrieve, even line lay. One more time. All right, guys, that's the Max STX. Well, guys, there you have it. The Abu Garcia Max STX is a great budget reel. I really, really like this reel. Of course, just for a few dollars more, you can get into the Max Pro. For a few dollars more than that, you can get into the Max Z. So you definitely have some options at this price point. My recommendation to you guys is to buy whichever one of those reels is on sale. Typically, you can find one of these reels on sale somewhere. So if you're looking for, a budget reel in that $50 to $60 range, but you want to get it cheaper, I think I picked this one up for in the $30 range because it was on sale. So, I mean, when it's in the $30 range, guys, $30 to $40, this is a great, a great reel at that price point. But obviously there's some better reels out there, reels with a few more ball bearings and that kind of thing, a little bit smoother, a little bit lighter. But if you're looking for a budget reel, guys, I really like the Max STX, and that's why I own two of them. And I'll probably have a few more of these added to the herd before I'm done, because when I pick them up on sale, it's a really, really good deal. So guys, I'm gonna put an affiliate link below where you can pick this up. I think I've said that before, but it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's a great way to support Camp Outside. We get a little commission on the sale, so if you use our links to purchase, it's greatly appreciated. Guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. We exist to help moms and dads take their kids camping, hiking, fishing, learn about nature, and develop a conservation ethic. We want to help you get you and your kids outside. That's why we're doing these gear reviews. We want to help you pick the right gear for you and your family so that you don't waste money on outdoor gear that you don't need, you don't want, or doesn't suit your needs. So if you're looking for a budget reel, I like the Max STX. But we got a whole bunch more reel reviews coming, guys. So if you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe, hit that little bell icon that notifies you when we release new videos, and give me a thumbs up on this video. It helps the algorithm, helps people find my channel, and I really appreciate it. Guys, if you want to connect with us on our other social media, we're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and X, or you can connect with us at our website at campoutside.com. And if you have any questions at all about the Abu Garcia Max STX or just fishing in general, drop something in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I try to answer as many comments as I can. My channel's growing, and so it is getting a little bit harder, and sometimes I'm out in the woods for weeks at a time, and so my responses maybe come in a little late, but I do try to read everything. I do try to comment on everyone's comments. So guys, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you supporting the channel. So guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to look out for more of our Abu Garcia reel reviews, and we'll see you next time.